Okay, this is the east side of the garage. This is the water meter we were talking about. We got rain gutters that are above and below grade. And we got a couple sewer cleanouts at the front. Now on the soft metal, like this rain gutter, we can see these little dents in here. This rain gutter's experienced some hail damage. Okay, it doesn't, it doesn't affect its operability, but it gives us some sense of history. We've got right over here, underneath the rain gutter, if you'll look, you can see that the fascia board, is kind of pulling away from the brick. It's kind of like teetering away from it, and right here at this corner as well, you can kind of see that. Now around here, we should have, there we go, weep holes. We've got a weep hole right there. And we've got some exposed rebar right there. See, brick is a very good building material. This whole structure could burn down and you could still use the brick. It's a great insulator. But a characteristic of brick is that it's porous. It accepts water more than you would think. And that's what these weep holes are for. Now, you're not going to see anything unless you have an event or something. I've seen an event or two. I hope you don't, but if you do, water will actually pour out of these. But most of the time, it's just vapor. Most of the time, you just see vapor coming out. You don't see it, actually. Most of the time, it's just vapor. Just a gas. Okay? You can come along here. Now, this is the drainage plane. And we should have a weep hole here. This is a drainage plane. We have a weep hole over there. But anytime you disrupt the drainage plane, we have right here, we have a lintel. It's a little metal plate. It's been painted to keep it from rusting. And that metal lintel is supporting the brickwork above it. And you have one over your windows too. Lintels over your windows also. But you've disrupted the drainage plane. So now you should have weep holes over your lintel. Somebody's calling us. A word from our sponsor, Mr. Spam Risk. He calls a lot. Okay, this is the garage metal panel overhead door. It's got a little bit of a dent right here, and you'll see later that they've reinforced this bottom panel because somebody had a problem with it. So we do not have weep holes over our lintel. Over here, you can see that we've had some movement. Got a big space here. But you got stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar. Got a little bit of repair going on. Man, it must be commercial time. So, now, this is the vertical garage car entry casement. And it's not supposed to go all the way next to the ground like this, next to the concrete. What can happen is that the water, because concrete's porous like brick, different but porous. Got this little ant here. What are you? You want to talk to us? Who are you? Bent? No hair on the butt. 2 nodules. Okay. That's not a carpenter ant. But you can see how water's been coming up underneath here. You can see how water's been coming up off of that. It sucks it up. It's like capillary action. You put celery in a glass of blue dye water and you watch the veins come up, and your primary school science project. The same thing's going to happen with this. It sucks the water up, and obviously, and then you have repairs like that. Coming along here, when you have these exterior wall sconces, they should be sealed to keep moisture from coming up into the walls. Another thing, while we're here, this tree, and hopefully I can show you with the camera pole, but this tree is touching the roof. I could see it when I was driving up. Stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar. A tree, I get it belongs to the homeowners association. You're probably not going to have anything to say about it. You probably want to keep it. But a tree shouldn't be placed, even though this tree is probably older than the house, but a tree shouldn't be closer to the structure than 25 feet. Essentially, its roots go as far as its branches do, just underground. It sucks all the water that you need to maintain your foundation. It draws it out. And then the roots, they don't get smaller when they grow. You know, by definition, they grow. They'll push your house around. Coming along here, we got a little drainage. You got surface drain going on this side. In theory, if a retaining wall is twice its height, the distance between a retaining wall and the structure is twice its height, 45-degree angle, then it should not have any immediate effect on your foundation. This one obviously is closer than twice its height. This retaining wall is important to the performance of this foundation. And to me, it looks like it's operating very well. Now, I wasn't here when they installed it, obviously. I do not know if they have tiebacks, I don't know, deadman, geogrid. I don't know if they have those kinds of things, you know, but it's been performing. It's a performance-based inspection. It has been performing. Looks to me like it'd be reasonable to, you know, to assume that it's going to continue to perform, at least for a while. And I get it. That's a homeowners association thing. A tree is a homeowners association thing. Okay. You are the homeowners association, by the way. I don't do the bylaws and things, you know, but usually one homeowner, one vote. So if you own 3 homes, technically you would have 3 votes on what the association decides to do. Moving on along. This is another sewer clean out. Okay, we have a sewer clean out over here. Sewer clean out over here, sewer clean out over here. Alright, moving on along. See the fireplace chimney? This looks new. This looks old. Looks to me like they've rebuilt some of this chimney. What it looks like to me. This drain pipe coming up here. Alright. I got a lot of sun in her eyes. That drain pipe. Okay, it's supposed to discharge over a window. Obvious location. If water's coming out of that drain pipe, hillbilly home inspection. If water's coming out of the drain pipe, then you know that you have a problem. Now I get it, it's right by the front door, but a lot of people use their garage. It's supposed to extend over a window. So that way, and they moved it over even farther away from the window because they didn't want it draining on the, you know, awning. I get that. But when water's coming out of that, your primary drain line is malfunctioning. It's clogged. So, you know, it's time, you know, and that's why it's supposed to go over a window, so you get a clue, so you can call a technician. And again, the luminaries should be sealed. These exterior receptacle outlets, okay, they should have in-use covers. It's kind of like a little helmet, bubble covers. They should have in-use covers. And these are GFCI protected. The front and the back one are. Unlike the garage, it's not functioning. And these should be labeled as being GFCI, and you should have those covers. Now this fence right here, this is, you know, right up next to the house. This is conducive to wood-destroying insects by design. Everybody wants a fence. A commode is conducive to wood-destroying insects. Everybody wants a kitchen. Everybody wants to take a bath. We have another sewer clean out over here. And we're missing our sewer cap. Okay. And how about that? Let's rotate around here. We have another clean out behind the fence. at the gate, west side, cap is missing. Then maybe ants were coming in, but they've filled in some of the weep holes. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. And we get over here a little closer and kind of show you something here. The rain gutter is not supposed to butt up next to the brick. It's supposed to be about a 2-inch gap. And then you're supposed to have kick-out flashing so that the water doesn't run down your fireplace chimney. And then you can see where they smeared a whole bunch of gobbledygook up there. And so they've been working on it, probably the same time they rebuilt it. They had some problems and they didn't bother fixing them real good. Coming along here behind this rain gutter, which also has hail damage on it, this window, it does not have weep holes. We got a little stair-step crack movement right there. These disconnect boxes are not sealed. You see we got a little bit of hail damage on the rain gutter. Moving all along, they sealed up some more weep holes. When I see these nails, I know that, okay, this structure has some sort of post-tension cable in its foundation. I don't know what kind, but some type. Moving on along. Again, you can see the fascia board separating from the brickwork right there. Again, you can see the repair work around the fireplace chimney where the rain gutter is too close and we do not have kick-out flashing. Well, they're just going to town on me. What is... Oh. Good home inspection. We're moving on along. This one also is... Okay, we do not have an in-use cover on the electric receptacle outlet right here. And it's not labeled as being GFCI. Living area is not sealed. Same. And we come over here, it's kind of interesting. We're almost at the end, alright? Bear with me. We've had some repairs in the wall right there. Okay. Got that in another video. Alright. You can see how water's been coming down here. And you got a little bit of rotten fascia. And the fascia board is separating right in here. That's a lot of stuff, I get it.